So let's talk about how to treat enlarged pores. Now, first things first, what causes enlarged pores? It all comes down to your oil glands producing too much oil and it's mixing in with your dead skin cells. Now, your skin is gonna try to expand and enlarge to try to hopefully get the oil to flow out freely. But whether it's because you have very oily skin, it's just excessive oil production, or you're not cleansing, exfoliating properly, that there are gunk and dead skin cells in there mixing in with even more oil, causes even more clogs. So in this video, I wanted to go over things that you should stay away from and also products and routines that you should be looking into to minimize the look of large pores. Let's jump right in. So products to stay away from are like physical scrubs, like, scrubs that have microbeads in them. They actually cause micro tears in the skin and they're very abrasive. Stiff bristles, and also exfoliating mitts. If you have oily skin, you should stay away from overly emollient skincare products. Now, there's a difference between skincare that's overly emollient for you and the right level of hydration, because there are a lot of oily skin individuals who think like, I have oily skin, I don't really need to moisturize. No, that's not right. You still need to moisturize and hydrate, but you need to find the products that are right for you. For example, something that's made like ultra creamy for dry skin, like a moisturizer, might be too rich and emollient for you. If your skin is dehydrated, your skin is thinking, oh, I'm not getting enough oil and moisture, I need to produce more oil. And that's when your skin will go crazy, producing more oil as well. So that's why I'm saying that you need to find the right moisturizer. For oily skin individuals, a lot of people ask like, what should I use for moisturizer? You can look into like gel types. They tend to be lighter than cream types. So for example, I've tried a skincare line that's too emollient for my skin, and my skin like freaked out, right? It's like, whoa, what is all this richness? It's not to say that that product isn't a great product, but it's just not something that my skin needs right now. You know how our skin gets drier and drier as we age. So let's say 20 years down the road, that particular moisturizer might be amazing for my skin, but it's not something that I need right now. That's what I mean by like choosing the right product. Their products are too emollient for you right now at this stage. Now, I have friends who tell me they wash their face with bar soap, and sometimes I just can't believe that people do that. I'm sorry if you do, but what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna be less judgy right now. No judgment here. The ingredients that actually hold it together in a solid form is actually very harsh on the skin. Like a right cleanser, I always tell people proper cleansing and finding the perfect cleanser for you can make a huge difference. Bar soap is not one of them. Unless we're talking about like facial bar soaps. Like there are bar soaps out there that are made just for the face these days, then yeah. But if you're talking about like Dove, Ivory, no. Next one, try to avoid high coverage foundation on a daily basis. Now, I understand that people like using high coverage foundation for that flawless look. Like if you're going to a special event, yeah, for sure, but on a daily basis, do you really, really need that? Because higher coverage foundation tends to be thicker and suffocating to the skin. So in general, try not to use any face makeup that feels suffocating. And I'm sure you know what I mean. There are products that you put on and right away you feel like you have saran wrap on your skin, like your skin can't breathe. You know how when you're younger, your mom's always like, you don't need makeup, it's really bad for the skin. There's some truth to that. Makeup is bad for the skin because it's not letting it breathe, it's clogging pores. So that leads us to always cleanse up your makeup before bed. I use sunscreen every day. Even if I don't put on makeup every day, I always use sunscreen because sunscreen is great for the skin. It helps with anti-aging, it protects your skin. If you want your skin to stay as young looking as possible, sunscreen is a must. Sunscreen actually glues itself to the skin, and it's kind of a stubborn product to wash off, so that's why you have to make sure that you cleanse your skin properly. So now let's jump into products that help minimize large pores. First step after cleansing is toner. So a great one that helps with pores is the Etude House Wonder Pore Freshener. It just helps with tightening the pores, getting any impurities out, and just over time of using it, it will help shrink the look of your pores. Another great toner that you can look into is this Skinfood Peach Sake Toner. It helps eliminate shine and also with excessive sebum. Sake is often used in Japanese spas because it helps with like pore control and also collagen production and brightening. Now, alcohol can be drying to the skin, so I recommend this peach sake toner for more oily skin individuals. If you have dry skin, you probably don't need that. Now, before I jump into BHA, which is a chemical exfoliant, there are toners that contain BHA and AHAs. For example, CosRx makes a AHA BHA toner, like a clarifying toner, and it's amazing. There's also Mizon that makes an AHA and BHA toner. If you're struggling with pore concerns, it's really important to use a BHA, which is a chemical exfoliant. BHA is salicylic acid, and salicylic acid is amazing for like oil production, like controlling oils and breakouts, pores. And a great BHA that I always recommend is the CosRx Blackhead Power Liquid. That one is amazing. It's really affordable, it's effective. Next, let's talk about niacinamide. It's amazing because once your pore has stretched to a larger size, niacinamide can help bring it back to its original size, give you more of a tightened look. That's why when you use niacinamide, you'll notice that your face just seems more even-toned, smooth. Next are clay masks, and clay masks are amazing for pulling gunk impurities out of your pores and helping with excessive sebum production. If you have oily skin, if you struggle with oily T-zone, combination skin, look into using a clay mask. A great one is the Innisfree Jeju Pore Clay Mask. So dry skin to normal skin, you can use the original version, which is the Jeju Pore Clay Mask by Innisfree. If you have combo to oily skin, you can check out the Innisfree Super Volcanic Pore Clay Mask. The super one is just better at absorbing sebum. But if you have dry skin, you try to use the super one, it tends to be quite drying. It feels really tight on the skin. The great thing is Innisfree came out with a mousse version last year and it's amazing. So, you know, they always had the one in the jar where it's like a creamy one. You take it out and you spread it on your face. And they have both versions for that. And last year they came out with the mousse one, and they also have the original and super version. Basically, you just pump it out, it's mousse form, and because it's mousse, it's so much easier to apply. You just have to like pat it on type thing, and it's like done. And it takes minimal effort to clean them off. So a lot of people prefer the mousse one. Another mask that's really great, when I first used it, I was like, this is so gimmicky, but after I used it, I was like, darn, this thing is really good. It makes my skin feel so refreshed, breathable, and soft. I'm talking about the Elizavecca Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask, the bubble mask that you guys see. It looks very gimmicky. It looks like a cloud on the face. It looks like it's just for fun, but it's actually really effective. I did a video on this mask before. I'll link it here if you haven't seen it yet. It's really, really cool. And I finished a tub within like, I want to say 3-4 months because I use it weekly. And oh my gosh, every time I rinse it off, my skin's like super, super soft. So go check it out, the Elizavecca Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask. Last but not least, a product that really helps is clarifying mask. And my favorite clarifying mask is by Solwasu. Solwasu clarifying mask is amazing. It's a peel-off mask. It's like a honey textured product, and you put it on, you wait about 15 minutes, and what it does is just like pulls out all the impurities, excessive oil, and gunk out of your pores, and then you just like peel it off. And after it's peeled off, you feel like you have like a set of new skin or something. When you're really cleansing your skin properly from deep down, your skin just glows. It also contains Japanese honeysuckle, which helps with brightening and smoothing of the skin. And also, it contains oriental medicine, which helps with the overall complexion of the skin. So those are all the things I want to touch on today for how to minimize and treat enlarged pores. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share with us what you do with your pores and oil control and things like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!